5 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Dr. Hacegaba, as chair of the Florida Ports Caucus, I understand your port's goal of remaining competitive in the global market. In your testimony, you discussed your request for a post-authorization change report in WRDA 2026. Can you discuss what Congress should do to keep the PACR process predictable and timely?
Ranking Member, thank you for your question. It's a great question because the reason why we're we're championing this PACR within the WRDA 2026 is because a project of this type supports the nation's priorities for national security, as well as supports the national economy. And when you look at the PACR, what we're doing is trying to right-size the funding necessary to deliver this project at a time when costs have escalated for a variety of different reasons. And as this subcommittee is well aware, over time, most projects that are under the discretion of Army Corps have also experienced escalation in costs. And what we're trying to do is right-size the funding necessary to deliver this project in order to get this project of national significance up and running to support national security as well as the nation's economy.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Offner, it has come to my attention that many of my colleagues are having difficulty getting information from the Corps as they are forced to wait for the Pentagon to clear the sharing of information. Can you discuss how this change in information sharing has the ability to hinder project development and delivery?
Thank you for this question. And to your point about the Department of War memo, we're hearing about challenges both from the Congressional and from the non-federal sponsor level. From the Congressional, we're definitely hearing some examples of getting the communication that they need to get from the Corps. And one of the things we keep on stressing is that WRDA is essentially a three-legged stool or a triangle that if one partner is unable to provide information, it makes it unsteady. From a non-federal sponsor angle, we have heard examples of non-federal sponsors asking the Corps for needs assessments and other information that they've been unable to obtain due to uncertainty surrounding how the Corps can interface with entities outside the Corps with this memo.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Jones, since becoming a member of Congress, I've been pushing to move WRDA into a regular 2-year cycle. This cycle is important because it delivers certainty and routine as we process our nation's needs. Can you discuss how maintaining a consistent cycle helps the industries, local sponsors, and the federal government?
Yeah, well, thank you for the question, Ranking Member. As you alluded to, the 2-year cycle of WRDA is critical. I think you heard from all of us this morning the criticality of that 2-year cycle. What it does, Congresswoman, is it provides predictability to the Corps of Engineers as well as the non-federal partners who are out on the ground trying to deliver projects. There is some assurity that with the 2-year cycle that the folks on the ground know what to expect, know how to plan, understand the funding that lies ahead for their projects, where there might be funding gaps that they can look to fill. As in any area of business, particularly in private business, of which I'm fortunate to be a part of, understanding the schedule and having predictability is central to everything that we do, and I don't see it to be any different in delivering public infrastructure projects that are delivered through WRDA.
Okay, thank you very much. I ask unanimous consent that statements from the following organizations be made a part of today's hearing record: the American Public Works Association, the American Society of Civil Engineers, the National Stone, Sand, and Gravel Association, the National Wildlife Federation, and the Port of